Welcome. I see a lot of you are already starting to write in the chat where you're from, what age group you work with. You can keep putting all of that in the chat. Please do. We like to hear where you're from. And I'll kind of read those off in a second here. My name is Elizabeth Clymer. I'm the Senior Manager of Education at Young Entrepreneur Institute. We are really excited today to have our Power Hour on igniting new ideas in the new year. We have a terrific lineup here with Doctors Jenn and Jess Macklin from Hands On Health, Wendy Tibbs from BizWorld, Ron Johnson from Triton Consulting, NYC, and our very own Ilene Frankel. I'm going to tell you a little bit about each of them in just a moment. As you joined, we were playing Best Day of My Life by American authors to set an upbeat tone, remind us that introducing new ideas and experiences into our classrooms and clubs and other programming can really create those best day moments for students and for us. So I really wanted to get us excited about integrating new and exciting material into what you do. So we were asking where you're joining from and what age group you work with. Ilene was wishing you a happy 2026 from cold Cleveland. A lot of our schools were closed today for our cold day here. I see West Virginia, pre-K through 12. From West Plains, Missouri, Boys and Girls Clubs. We have some good out of school time, Missouri. I love it. Akron, Canton, High School, Girl Scouts, Missouri. That's Missouri. Pre-K 8, all grade levels here. This is great. I love seeing the variety. Joining from Dallas, nice. Teach in Parma Heights, great. Virginia, Columbus, Ohio. This is great. Oregon, Michigan, Columbus, kind of all over here. West G, Arkansas. So you can keep throwing that in if you want. Just let us know, how widespread we are. That's great. But I love that we have a variety of age groups too. So first up today, we're going to hear from Doctors Jenn and Jess Macklin. They co-founded Hands On Health, which is a nonprofit promoting heart health education through practical lifestyle changes like nutrition, exercise, heart health screenings. They were motivated by personal losses from heart disease and treating young patients as young as 14 years old for high blood pressure. And they developed engaging multi-generational programs in Northeast Ohio, including the Wealthy Heart and Health Science Labs in local schools and community-based organizations. Combining their experience of growing up in their family's entertainment company with their passion for health, Hands On Health's programs embody a party with a purpose vibe while celebrating and enhancing the heart health of families and communities. So after Jenn and Jess, we are going to hear from Wendy Tibbs. Wendy is a national board certified educator with a master's degree in gifted education. She taught BizWorld in her gifted classroom for over 20 years and then recently joined the BizWorld team as the education community and outreach coordinator. Wendy is passionate about supporting and encouraging educators as they develop and embrace their own BizWorld entrepreneurship talents. After Wendy, we will hear from Ron Johnson. Ron is the founder and chief collaboration officer of Triton Consulting NYC, where he designs innovative programs and strategies that help mission-driven organizations thrive. With over 15 years of experience in instructional design, entrepreneurial education, and nonprofit strategy, he has empowered schools, nonprofits, and businesses to turn ideas into impact. He created the Triton Apprenticeship Program for youth workforce development, active patients to help individuals achieve goals with resilience, and Impact App Suite, a no-code platform that simplifies nonprofit operations. Ron also mentors leaders, leads workshops, and founded the Triton Institute, an e-learning platform offering free courses and resources to learners of all ages. Whew. Passionate about equity and sustainable growth, he equips change makers with the tools and strategies to drive lasting community impact. So mouthful, great job. And then last but
I
not
thought you were
least,
gonna edit it.
I did. That was the edited one. And last but not least, Ilene Frankel will talk about an expansion of one of our YEI curriculum offerings. Ilene is the executive director here at YEI. She's a leader in youth entrepreneurship education, passionate about expanding access to meaningful entrepreneurial learning experiences. During her 13-year tenure at YEI, Ilene has helped develop and lead signature initiatives, including the Young Entrepreneur Pitch Challenge, Young Entrepreneur Market, and the Inspire Conference, which many of you are familiar with. Just a quick reminder that we are recording the session. The recording, any slides and links from this Power Hour will be sent to you after the program, so don't worry. You'll get a follow-up email with a follow-up folder and all the resources. And please feel free to ask questions during the presentation in the Zoom chat. If we have time at the end, we can also do live questions, but you can just fire them into the chat, and I can kind of ad lib between speakers if we have time to do that. So. Thank you. Welcome. And doctors, I will kick it off to you.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello, hello.
From cold Cleveland. Yes, we are. I'm Jen, and this is my bestie, Jessie, and we are the co-founders of Hands on Health, as Liz said, and we're so happy to be here with you all today.
Yes, Hands on Health is a mobile heart health organization that's focused on reducing health disparities in our communities, and we love to be able to impact students from the womb all the way into our advanced grandparents' ages to make sure that as a whole, we're living longer, healthier lives together. So, Jen, why heart health?
Because everyone has a heart. Some are nice and some could be nicer, but we all have hearts that need to tick every single day.
In the health space. So with our health science labs, we love to be able to immerse our students into a healthpreneur aspect where they get to see themselves dressed the part as health scientists in their white coats, their goggles, their gloves, but also ways to show them how to do nutrition through STEM. So they were eating healthier, not just telling students you have to eat healthier, but why and make it fun.
And once you know why, you can actually promote it as a business to help other people understand as well. So, of our educators in here, we can't see you, but we feel you. How many know about those really cool spicy chips the students love to eat every day? It changes their fingers red and blue, and they have it for breakfast, and the kids love them. That is the common thing we see in every single school we're in. We do have programs in 8 schools in Cleveland, and our programs teach healthier eating. And the very first thing we talk about is those Taki chips and those Doritos for breakfast. So with our kits that you will see on Yippee, it's called Popping into Entrepreneurship. It is a kit that helps students make a healthier option to crunchy foods for snacking, which is
Popcorn. So today we're popping in on you about our project, and we love popcorn for many reasons. One, it's high in fiber. Go gut health.
Yes, two, it's really easy on your pocket. So no matter what your budget is, popcorn is about $1 per serving.
And it's very versatile. In our kits that we have, you can spice it up if you want with chili powder, a little bit of garlic powder. You can make it sweet with a dash of sugar and a dash of salt because we are practical. I mean, we all like the salty sweets, right? But it's a ton of more healthier to do it without having all the extra additives.
Yeah, so with our kit that you'll see on Yippee, it's also really cool because once the students learn how to make their own recipe of popcorn, it's only 3 ingredients. It's a brown paper bag, popcorn seeds, and your microwave. Or you could also use a stove, but in the schools we use microwaves so students can see how easy it is to make their own nutritious ingredient popcorn with minimum resources, and then they can season it in their own way. And as my sis said, we are very practical. So we offer a little bit of sugar as sprinkles. They can see how to do moderation because what's fun if you always have to say no to the fun stuff. So we say moderation. Don't overindulge, just enjoy. So with that being said, the students will work in teams to make sure their team is working together because it's always not about a single person. It's a collaborative effect. And they make their own popcorn. They market it. They have a pitch competition within the project.
They have a slogan that they get to work on. They get to design a logo together. And they also get these really cool cone bags that they can show to their family and friends to market to them like, hey, I'm healthy and you can be too in a fun way, letting people pop in on each other.
Yes.
So, and a little bit about our background, as Liz said, why we're so passionate about this work is that we're both first generation college graduates, born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, but we're licensed to practice in 4 states. We were very shy students growing up because we were just, I guess, always had each other to talk to. But as we went along our healthcare journey, we realized there's so many people in this country that are living with health disparities that can be preventable. And through practice, we've also learned that we're not treating our 80-year-olds for heart disease. We're treating students as young as 12 to 13, 14 years old for pre-diabetes and hypertension. So it's not no longer our grandparents' disease, it's everyone's disease. And through our programs, we're able to make sure that the students are getting a chance to interact with their families and vice versa. So it's a community effect to start small, like I say, start low, go slow. And why not start with snacking? One of the main reasons why some of our youth and even our adults tend to grow the weight around their midsection because snacking is fun. So let's make snacking healthy, but also a business so that you have this like business entrepreneurship has got us so many opportunities in our life so far. And we just love the fact that through having a business, we're able to put our patients over profits in our space versus the other way around, like Big Pharma likes to do. So even though we're pharmacists by trade, our goal is to make sure that if you're on the medications, you're off. And if you're not on them, you won't get to them because of healthier eating.
Yes. We've been talking for about 5 minutes now. With that being said, every 36 seconds, someone in this country dies of a cardiac event. And that's the people that actually pass away. The ones that actually survive and don't have a quality of life is very heartbreaking. So it's very important that we teach our youth earlier on that you can make small steps every day to take control of your health, and each decision can be a right decision or one you have to actually work on. So through our workshops and programs we offer through school districts locally to Cleveland, it's been a rewarding experience. We've gotten multiple requests to come here and come there, and unfortunately our capacity isn't that great when it comes to our team that we have. We're only I wish I always say I wish I had a twin to, but I do. So we need to have like
We need a triplet.
we need a triplet or quadruplet because our work has been getting so much noise around the area. So thanks to Yippee, we are able to now put at least one of our programs into a kit base, so you all can get our kits on Yippee, and you can see how the students can really transform from thinking I love these hot chips to now wow I can actually make my own and actually make a business out of being healthier.
And Jen, I'll stop you there. Now we've been talking for about 6 minutes, and most of us have been probably sitting most of the day or not being active. So let's just take a second and reach your arms all the way to the sky.
And
reach them up high and feel it.
And get a nice stretch. And if you're really feeling the stretch, twinkle your fingers like you're trying to scratch the sun, because that'll get your body moving too. Okay?
Then we're going to pull our arms back down. And as you pull your arms down, please take your shoulders out of your neck.
Because oftentimes you don't realize when we're at the computers all day, our shoulders slowly come up into our necks, and then we have that headache at the end of the day.
That tension headache. The heart doesn't like tension, so bring it down. And let's get a little bit jazzy with it and roll your arms back. Something like this is a simple, easy, quick tool that you can do throughout your day to manage your heart health. You don't have to go to a gym every day. You don't have to eat kale every day. It's just miniature things that you can do to make a world of a difference. So one more time, back up and reach for the sky. Scratch the sun.
Say hello to the sun, because we all like sun. And then bring it back down.
And bring your shoulders out of your neck.
And I like to almost push the floor when I bring my hands down. So you can push the floor from your seat. That'll really help you get your shoulders out of your neck. And just think about doing that throughout the day. And we like to do it on the alarm system. So we'll set our clock for 45 minutes. And when that timer goes off, give yourself a little love. We like to get up, and you all heard music when you came in today. If you have a favorite song, you owe it to yourself to play that song after your 45 minutes. Dance like no one's watching. Even if they are watching, just go ahead. It's okay. Because your heart will say thank you for it. Mm-hmm. So things like that we teach in our programs is being very practical and just moving your body more without thinking about it. No matter the resources you have, the financial resources you have, you can still be healthy without having extra resources.
Mm-hmm. We'll leave a few seconds for questions. If anyone, give anything left to add?
I don't have anything left to add.
I was going to say thanks for allowing us to pop in on you all on this wonderful Tuesday afternoon.
We could share one picture if we're allowed to. I'm not sure if we're allowed. I think so. Does anyone see our screens? Okay, perfect. So I just want to show you just a few of our students that we engage with through our programs. So you can see our kiddos. The actual programs in person are cool because students actually can see themselves as health advocates. So we do a STEM presentation up front with some of the foods that we actually like that are kind of junky, like the Skittles. And this young man here is doing the Taste the Rainbow lab, and that lab shows all the extra sugars and fillers and colors inside fruits. And outside of that, they taste the rainbow
Rainbow
through
water.
rainbow water, and it's fruit infused, whole foods, and the teams go together and they market the name of the rainbow water, the ingredients they put in it, and by the end of the session, they'll be able to market to their family and friends a healthier alternative. You want to have that fruity taste, that's what you have. And the other young ladies on the other side here, they have their green smoothies, which takes place of the Mountain Dew, and it's still very nutritious for them. You'll be surprised how many students actually love spinach and kale in those smoothies and
They
even
get
think about it.
pushback at first, and once they try it and make their green monster machine, they love it and they're looking for more smoothies to come.
Yes, so thank you all for your time.
Thank you. That was amazing. We got some great feedback there. That it sounds really fun. Needed that stretch. That was probably the most interactive piece of Power Hour we've done. And I love Ron's comment, dance like everyone is watching. Just go for it. So thank you. Thank you both. And we'll have links to your both your in-person and now virtual options in the follow-up emails. So thank you. All right, I'm going to pass this over to Wendy.
Okay. And I just want to say it's a tough act to follow, ladies. Let me share my slides. All right. So I want to thank you, Elizabeth, for my introduction earlier, and thank the Jenn and Jess for their presentation. That was amazing. Hi, everyone. I'm really glad to be here with you today, and I want to thank YEI for that opportunity to meet with teachers. Y'all are so passionate about entrepreneurship education, and I have really been impressed at the Inspire conferences that I've gotten to attend. And I'm hoping that that at some point everyone will get a chance to come to one of those conferences, if not all of them, in Ohio or wherever they pop up. I love getting to meet you, and so if you'll stop by my booth, the BizWorld booth, I would love to get to put names and faces together a little bit more. So please come by and see me if you get to attend in October, and I hope I will be there. Okay, so I think BizWorld is like the organizers of this group. We're a small but mighty team of 5 workers who are passionate about empowering students by providing them the knowledge and confidence to chase their dreams. And we do offer 3 BizWorld programs in the Yippee Marketplace. And I want to thank those of you who have already requested BizWorld Plus, IDA, or Impact Challenge for your classroom use. BizWorld Plus is our flagship program, which I've been teaching in my own gifted classroom for over 20 years. For the purpose of today's meeting, I'm going to focus on that curriculum, so we'll come back to that one. IDA is focused on middle through high school, focused on design thinking, STEAM, and challenge-based learning. Both BizWorld Plus and IDA are simulations, and they operate using BizBucks instead of real money. Then Impact Challenge focuses on social entrepreneurship, where students take their BizWorld experience to the next level, empowering students to identify real-world problems, collaborate like entrepreneurs, and design creative solutions that make a positive impact in their community. And as Elizabeth mentioned, I'm going to share this whole slide deck with y'all so that you'll have access to it after our meeting today. And my contact information is included. I hope you will reach out to me with any questions that you don't get answered today. So for the purpose of today, we're going to focus on BizWorld Plus, our flagship program. BizWorld is a hands-on entrepreneurship simulation where students don't just learn about business, they actually run one. Students form companies, take on roles, move through the same stages real entrepreneurs do, designing ideas, raising funding, producing products, marketing, and then selling. But what teachers consistently tell us is this: BizWorld doesn't feel like a business unit. It feels like students are bringing their ideas to life. So imagine your students designing that product, pitching it to an investor, creating a marketing campaign, selling it to real customers, all while learning math, public speaking, literacy, collaboration, and financial decision making. So, to help you envision our program, I want to share 3 moments that really capture how BizWorld engages your students. So the first thing is design. Early on, students design their products, but they're not just making something cool. They have to think about, who is this for? Who are going to be our customers? What problem does it solve? What materials can we afford? They sketch ideas, they get feedback, they revise. Sometimes they realize their first idea won't work. And at that moment, a student says, wait, we need to change this. That's curiosity. Whoops, I went over. And creativity in action. So, in other words, students have to function with real constraints. Students design products based on customer needs and limited budgets. They prototype, they test, and they revise. Failure is a part of the learning, and it mirrors real-world innovation strategies. So then we get into pitching and negotiating. So think Shark Tank in the next phase, because students pitch their idea to an investor and they have 30 seconds to explain what they're making, why it matters, and how much funding they need. They get questions, they negotiate, and sometimes they don't get what they asked for, so they have to adapt. For many students, this is the first time their voice feels that important. You'll see their confidence grow in real time. Then we get to the sales bazaar. And at this point, students sell their products to real customers, classmates, families, or community members. And that's where everything clicks. If their product is understandable, their price makes sense, and their marketing works, they succeed. If not, they learn why, and they see the direct results of their decisions. And students walk away saying things like, next time I'd change this, or we really should have listened to that customer feedback sooner. That's reflection is powerful learning, and it's an authentic culminating event. So, in what's new for 2026, we have moved from BizWorld Pro to BizWorld Plus, which builds on what teachers already loved and improves that experience. BizWorld Plus, which is in the Yippee marketplace, is it offers clearer guidance and flexibility for you as teachers, more intentional design thinking and decision making for students, and stronger connections to creativity, collaboration, and real world skills. It keeps the excitement, but makes it easier for you to facilitate and even more meaningful for students. And we are also finalizing a brand new program called Compass, which we hope to be launching in the coming months, and we will definitely share that on the marketplace as soon as it's ready. So if anyone has questions for me right now, I'd love to answer those if we have time, and if not, you can message me later, and we can talk about that.
Thank
So
you.
I'm going to share this information with you, and if you're looking for an experience that sparks curiosity and encourages creativity and helps students bring exciting ideas to life, I hope we can connect and you can bring some BizWorld into your program.
Love it. Great. Thank you so much. And yes, I'm glad that you had a chance to kind of give us the array of offerings there. Many of them are open to purchase with points on Yippee. And I know Mary is sharing links to these products in the chat, so make sure that you check them out. She put the hands-on health product in there, and then BizWorld Plus, Impact Challenge, Ideate. So all those links are in there. But again, we will also send them out along with all these slides, so everybody can get everything and have the opportunity
Yes.
to order them. So Yes, excellent. Thank you, Wendy.
Mhm.
All right, I'm going to pass this over to Ron.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. I actually grew up in Cleveland, but I came by way of Brooklyn, New York, where I lived for about 18 years. So I'm new to Cleveland as an adult and a 5-month father as well. So a lot of new things have been happening. And one of the things I want to share is my word of the year of 2025 was transformational. And I always want to ask myself, how am I making my work and my business transformational for the people I serve? As an instructional designer, I own Triton Consulting NYC. We help nonprofit organizations and school experts and entrepreneurs scale their impact and monetize their intellectual property. And we do that through curriculum design, e-learning platforms, and CRM design as well. I am here to communicate and share about how can I help educators make their learning experience more transformational. There's nothing more important than in classroom, in-person teaching. And so with the work that I do is I look for ways that I can that in-person learning experience. So when the workshop is over at 3:30 or 4:30 p.m., the engagement doesn't have to end at that time as well. So that takes place with curating safe learning experiences for our education leaders, our nonprofit organizations, that they curate educational resources digitally. That helps with keeping engaged, and also, the digital experience helps to amplify and collect data to show the true impact that your program has beyond the classroom. So, again, this is never to replace in person learning, it's always to amplify. So that's just off the honestly, the definition of entrepreneurship, which is solving problems for other people. And so on the back end of behind the curtain, I like to provide these solutions for these entrepreneurs and service providers and vendors to help make transformational, amplifiable learning experiences. So when Jen and Jess were talking about their recipes and the ways they had the students make those delicious gummy treats and the green smoothies with kale and spinach. I don't know how you do it. It took me 42 years to do that kind of stuff, but I love it now. There's ways that we can actually have downloadable recipe cards or monthly recipe cards that families can make at home. And that is a way that's actually trackable as well. Being able to show our impact report to funders, to parents, if we're able to have that data there, we can share a better story. We can actually manage and measure our true impact beyond the classroom. So I really position myself as a capacity builder. So when nonprofit organizations or entrepreneurs have opportunities to scale, but they might not have the capacity to say yes to everybody, my job is to solve that problem by being able to do as what Yippee does, right? They have a marketplace, which is scaling and helping other organizations monetize and create multiple streams of income. The same end end destination is similar to mine as well. But that's the reason why I love what the work that Yippee is doing. And the work, I love it. I also have an in-house curriculum that I have, which is called Future You. And it's around career exploration outside of just what your job is, but what students' values are. So I have the program in several locations in Staten Island and in Queens, New York. I'm looking to scale into Cleveland as well with programming and looking for ways to collaborate with Yippee and YEI. So that's my jam, and I'm very excited to be here. I have a link that I made specifically for you guys too that I'm gonna drop into the comments, into the chat, that has free resources and free access to the Triton Institute that houses my programming. And I'm always looking for ways that I can serve and help scale to align with what Yippee is doing and YEI is doing as well when it comes to empowering our students and communities and families around entrepreneurship, education, and creating multiple streams of income and solving problems.
Awesome. Do you want to share any of the gamma, or do you just want me to share that with
I was supposed to share
later?
some, wasn't
You
I?
don't have to. That's up to you. Whatever you want to talk about. I can also just include them in follow-up. Whatever you want to do.
Let's see here. It says, all right, entire screen. Boom. Can you guys see my screen okay? So the whole idea of learning that stick to repeat myself here is that I off in New York. I'm in Cleveland now. I'm looking to expand with the programming, but I'm expanding the learning experience beyond the classroom. All right. Um, we want to complement live teaching. We want to extend the learning. So worksheets, downloadable recipe cards, or different types of ebooks, or even curated video content. Right. So if we know our students are already going to be on on screens already, we might as well create a safe space that can compete with it, but also with gamification as well. When it comes to learning management system, when youth have points and competition around learning, they're going to engage a lot more, and that's measurable. More about my future youth project. We do mock interviews, professional resume building. This is for middle school as well. So instead of resume building, we do brag sheets so students can have a reflection on how they're active in school or the things they're proud of that they've done even at their younger age and from the middle school experience. Um, This is where the resources are. I'm going to drop the link. It's going to have a QR code at the end of the slide here. And you're going to have access to the Triton Institute platform, which I made free. Experience that I had at South by Southwest EDU about providing free access to education for you. And for all that, I'm very much back in. I am here. The vendors and the entrepreneurs that are providing the services, and us do learning management systems and CRM systems that are vendor a complete snapshot of what their work is that they may not see the impact that they're doing.
That
Did we
he
lose Ron
froze.
for a sec?
Yeah, you're froze. I think we lost him.
He'll come back to us.
Yep. All right. Well, but he did. He got to share all these great things for educators as well as his back end as well a little bit. I know he's been working with doctors Jenn and Jess over there too with their systems. So, all right. Well, I'm sure he will rejoin us. But Ilene, would you like to talk about our updated and new offering there?
I really would. I'm so happy to talk about some enhancements that we made to a product that has been in our product line for a while called Entrepreneur. It is also a product line that's available in the YEI store on Yippee. And Entrepreneur was designed by some educators, Emily Kilgore, who works as the educator for a career tech program here in Ohio. It's called the Woodridge 6th District Compact. And she developed this full year curriculum. I think she may even have some students who go through a 2-year rotation. She designed it to really focus on teaching the skills and mindset of an entrepreneur. And she did it she created the curriculum with a lot of input from local entrepreneurs in her community, because she wanted to make sure that the students coming out of this program would be able to contribute to the local community and understand what was happening in the local community. It was a slightly new approach to teaching entrepreneurship in a way that had extreme exposure to entrepreneurs, working with real business people and entrepreneurs, and really focusing on experiential opportunities for students to partner with people in the community. So this has been around, and we've had quite a lot of interest in the program, but we know that not everyone who teaches entrepreneurship has the opportunity to design a full year class and a full year curriculum. We know that a lot of you who work with us come to us because we have bits and bytes and units and programs and activities that can be inserted into the curriculum you teach, whether it's math or history or social studies or econ. And we wanted to take this entrepreneur full year program and pull out some bits and make those available to you. So that's what I am going to share with you today. So here we go. Oh, okay. So here we are, January 20th. This is what the Entrepreneur webpage looks like on the new YEI website. And when you look at the menu bar, you can find the program Entrepreneur Pathways under our programs. You can see I've underlined it here for you under our programs and then Entrepreneur Pathways. So it's a comprehensive full year curriculum that equips high school students, and it's really designed for 9 to 12 to succeed in our ever-changing world, building entrepreneurial and leadership skills, extreme exposure to entrepreneurs, and mentor relationships. And then you can see that you can download the curriculum. There's another way to find the curriculum on our website, and that's through the resources tab. In our resources tab, the first selection is toolkits, and you can see that the Entrepreneur Pathways program is also listed as one of our toolkits. When you click on it, you will be asked to complete a registration form. And we know that this can be a little bit tedious, but it's really important for us to know who's interested, who's visiting our website, who is using the curriculum, where are they from, what grade are they teaching, and what's their role as an educator. So once you complete that, then you'll get a letter, an email. So you have to look for the email that will tell you how to click on the link and access the curriculum. And that's when you get a link to this Google Drive. You can look at the full year program. That's what I mentioned before, that full year program that's going to have 10 guides, and it's going to take you through start to finish teaching a high school entrepreneurship program. Or these two new folders, the problem solving mini guide or the speaker series mini guide. I'm going to now click on this, hopefully. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, I think I got it here for you. One sec. Give me a minute. I wanted to get into the actual, not on a slide, but actually into the program. So when you click on this full year program, you see there's two different options, Entrepreneur Pathways Program and the Entrepreneur Mentor Guide. That's if you're a career tech teacher that wants to bring in entrepreneurship, or if you're a career tech teacher that teaches entrepreneurship. We're going to go back. Can you guys see now the 3 folders, problem solving mini guide and the speaker series? So I'm going to talk for a few minutes about the problem solving mini guide. This is really designed for if you want to create a project for your class where they work with a local business. Let's say you know of a local yoga studio in your area, and you want to have your class work with the entrepreneurs who founded the yoga studio and help them solve some of their business problems. Maybe they're launching, maybe they've hit a membership snag, and these series of 4 toolkits helps you design how to work with that business person. 4 toolkits, each of them is labeled with what it is, and it should really have everything you need. This is like selecting a business partner. So how do you go about deciding if it would be a valuable business to work with? Then if you book 2 is daily instructions for working with your students. This is about a 4-week unit if you really want to dig in and have your students design all the different components of how can they act as consultants to a small business. And there are guides to, I'm sorry to be jumping all around. I really want you guys to get a feel for what it looks like. So this book number 3 has the student problem solving guide, and you can see there are questions and there are fill in the blank things that you can download and give to your students. When this program was created, it really was designed as a comprehensive guide to help you and to make it easy for you as a teacher to design this unit. Emily and Nadia, working with her, really went through all the hard work based on their experience. And then the last book is all the forms, case examples and other forms. There's a case study for you, and that really tells the start to finish how to do it. And I know there are educators who do this in grades younger than high school, and I would say that you probably could give that a try, but you might need to modify the materials because they're designed with the sophistication of a high school student. The speaker series guide is similar, and that is really designed to help you put together a speaker series or even just some guides and tips for welcoming a guest speaker into your class. We know that working with community members can be a really effective way to make the classroom come alive with a real world feel and real world experiences. And some teachers feel comfortable doing that without any guidelines, and some teachers prefer to learn from the experience of other educators through these guides. So all of these things are available on Yippee as well as on the YEI website, 0 points, free of charge. We have developed and worked on this curriculum and really want to make sure it's accessible to as many people as possible. And with that, I will take a breath and pause and see if there's any questions for you, for me, or you, Elizabeth.
All right, thank you. Yeah, and I see Mary has put the link for to download Entrepreneur. I see that Ron is back, and I did have one question for Ron. If you are with us, yes. Ron, if educators are interested in all the things that you mentioned or pursuing this instructional design or help curriculum design, should they, there you go. Yeah, so should they just contact you and work with you? Is that the best way?
Yes. I just made a dedicated Power Hour website landing page for us specifically. So it's not even linked on my website. So please bookmark it. But I have a contact form at the bottom. I'm going to add my email address to the chat. And again, one of the things I did miss on was there's one world of providing
accessible resources to the learners. There's also internally, professionally, when it comes to providing resources for your team and your staff or whoever you might be training, and having those resources housed on a learning management system as well. So it goes behind the scenes and also public facing too. But I'll add my email address, but you guys have my link in there. And I have some resources from some of my wrap up reports that collect the data that I use learning management systems on top of my in-person teaching. And you'll see some of the outcome reports. And you can see the how much engagement that can be tracked beyond the classroom on that site as well.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, that was an amazing lineup. So much content, so many resources, and we'll make sure to get them all out to all of you. Don't worry, along with everybody's contact information. That'll all be in the follow-up folder. So thank you to all the speakers. I have some announcements. I want to make sure that we leave time for that. And then if we do have time at the end, we can take any live questions, but I want to make sure we get these announcements done. So our next Power Hour is scheduled for February 24th, so save that date and look for more information soon. Again, February 24th. And then everyone at this session today can receive 200 Yippee points for attending the Power Hour, and I will send out that code in the email as well as put it in the chat in just a moment. And then those points, those Yippee points, 200 points for today, are available to everyone, no matter what your geographic area is. And if you don't know anything about Yippee, please stay after and we can walk you through a tutorial. But we do partner with the online platform run by Burton D. Morgan Foundation. It has a lot of the resources you saw today, as well as many, many, many others. And it's all grant funded. So make sure to stay after if you are not familiar with that, and we'll help you out. We're also always curious about how we're doing, and we value your feedback. So please fill out the survey that I'm going to also drop in this chat, as well as send out in the email. Please fill it out. We want to hear from you. So I'm going to put the Yippee code and the survey there. And then we have a couple of announcements from other YEI team members. So Marissa and Jessica, are you here? Is Marissa here?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, yes. All right. I'm gonna pin you here. So can you talk to us about our Ohio Pitch Challenge?
Absolutely. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marissa. I run our pitch programming here at the Young Entrepreneur Institute. And I just wanted to let you guys know that it is officially pitch season. Every year we do our Ohio-wide pitch challenge for students from K through 12th grade. And we are in high gear for pitch season. The videos are due this year, March 2nd. So although we kind of got a lot of time, but we're getting close to the deadline. So I just wanted to get on and encourage anyone who is interested in helping their students work through this process of coming up with an idea, of identifying a problem they want to solve, and developing that into a potential business that they'd like to pitch for the opportunity to win up to $250. Now is the time to get involved with that. We are here to support you in number one, coming up with some curriculum and different exercises you can do, whether that's in class or if you run an out of school time program. If you are in the Northeast Ohio area, we are also available to come out and do a workshop with you. And if you're somewhere else, we can set up something virtual. I will drop in the chat a link to our website that really talks more about the pitch challenge, how to get involved, how to submit videos. It also has some examples of winners from previous years, so you can see ultimately what this video should look like. It's really, the end goal is for students to come up with a 30 to 90 second pitch and record themselves presenting it. And so if you're interested in participating in that, definitely either shoot me an email, or you can find out more information on the YEI website. And that is all. So I'm gonna drop my email in the chat really quickly for anyone who has follow-up questions, or if you want to just get more information and talk about how to get your students signed up. And
Awesome.
I will pass it to Jessica.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Jessica.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jessica Drager. I'm YI's Director of Outreach and Engagement. And to piggyback off of all things pitch that Marissa just mentioned, for our friends in Ohio, this is also important for you too. So I'm going to explain a couple things. We are so fortunate that we have been a fundee of an amazing organization called the MAP Foundation out of Flint, Michigan. And for their 100-year centennial, they have announced an amazing video pitch contest that is a national contest for students in grades K to 12. This contest is now launched with a deadline of February 27th. But this Mott $1 Million Challenge has $1 million of a prize pool, which is amazing, which is life-changing for students. It's so exciting. And so for our friends in Ohio, as long as you participate in our Ohio Pitch Challenge that Marissa just mentioned, we're going to take the heavy lift off of you and automatically put your students into the Mott $1 Million Challenge, which is super exciting. So less stuff that you have to worry about. But for all of our friends on the call that are from Arkansas and Michigan and Missouri and other places, I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. We're going to encourage you to take advantage of this Mott $1 Million Challenge opportunity as well. Again, grades K to 12 can participate in this. A 30 to 90 second video pitch of just an idea, not anything that they have to put in practice today, but an amazing idea. And then hopefully if they're a finalist, we'll be able to get them through and provide some amazing coaching. And then the culmination event is actually going to be in Flint, Michigan in June, where students are going to, an all expense paid trip for them and a parent to go to Flint, Michigan to have 2 or 3 days of amazing learning and engagement in addition to pitching and a final showcase. So it's all really exciting. I see Ron nodding his head, really excited about it. And so all of our resources from us here at YEI are available to you. So utilizing our pitch toolkit, engaging with Marissa, Elizabeth, or myself for any type of workshops, we're available. In addition to other resources that are out there from some of our partners who are working on this project with, from Nifty and from Venture Lab. So please take advantage of this opportunity. I was going to drop a link in a chat, but I think Ilene might already beat me to it. mottmillion.org. And also, there's going to be separate categories for both business and social ideas, as well as individuals can submit, or there can be team entries. I believe up to 3 students on a team can be in the video together. And again, these videos are as simple as grabbing that phone or that tablet and putting it in front of their face and hearing their clear and creative idea. We're not looking for commercials. We're not looking for special effects. Really, it is about the student and the message. So if you guys have any questions about it, please let us know, because we are also coming up really quickly on that deadline for submissions, again, February 27th. But our team is here to help, and we'd love to have some amazing videos from our friends and partners from across the country. So any questions, let us know.
Thank you. Awesome. So many great opportunities and so many resources to help you and support you. So if you do have any questions for any of our speakers, feel free to stay. And if you are interested in Yippee and want to ask more questions about that, or have anything else that you want to talk to us, don't hesitate to stay on. Otherwise, thank you again to all of our speakers for being here. Thank all of you for joining us. I hope this was a valuable Power Hour for you, and we will see you on February 24th.